All good people of YouTube. We've finished this one at long last. It's been a bit of a challenge again, this one. Trying to undertake it in the winter months. That's the window. Well, it's raining again. And it's freezing cold. But it is Friday. So we're not going to really be going out in it today. It's a bit too wet to attempt anything. Because we're going back onto the Trawl Boat Inn, or the Trawl Boat Cottage project. And it's going to be grinding off paint and cutting out pointing and all that sort of stuff, which involves electricity. And as some of you will know, electricity and water don't mix too well. However, I've done you a little bit of a video of me buggering about in the lockup, having a bit of a tidy up, a bit of a sort out. And I found a tool that I thought I'd accidentally thrown away, which is something that I couldn't replace. So I'm quite chuffed about that, because I have been looking for it for the last 6 months really. Also, now you're going to like this bit. I've been investing in equipment, technical technology equipment for making the videos. So hopefully they'll improve. Now, what have we invested in? Well, a new camera for one, so we don't have to keep doing it on the phone, because doing it on the phone, it's okay, it works, but you know, it's not the best in the world, is it? Let's face it. Also, I've invested in a new laptop for doing all the editing on, because my other laptop, you know, it's still ticking away there and works, but I can't really download the videos onto it because it hasn't got enough memory half of the time. It's gone a bit senile, I think. So brand new laptop, and editing package to go with. Unfortunately, they've not arrived yet, so this week's video hasn't been done with it. I've invested in a few new tools as well, which you'll see in the video. And there is one big investment of technology that I reveal at the end of this video. You'll have to wait till the end to see the new exciting piece of tech that I've invested in. Now, I've invested in all this stuff for you, the viewer. It's not for me. It's not toys. This is serious stuff. This is to make better videos for you. I don't get paid for it. Bear that in mind. We haven't had enough subscribers for that. No, quite a way off that yet. But between you and me, I enjoy making the videos, and that's what it's all about. Not about the money. I make the money repairing old buildings. Anyway, enough about that. If you want to know what the new piece of tech is, watch to the end of the video. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Let's build it up. Let's build it up. And then more people can enjoy it. Talking of enjoying, jelly beans. I do like a jelly bean. Right, sit back, take a sip of your brew, and enjoy the video. And we'll see you at the other end. What's in here? You're all itching to know now, aren't you? Right. What the hell is that? I hear you ask. I bet there's some people out there going, I know what that is. However, those that don't know, this here, that bit, my vacuum goes onto there. It comes with these little adaptory thingies that you can put on, and you know, the different hose sizes. So my big extractor that cost me an arm, a leg, and 1 foot many years ago, will come in useful again, because this goes onto the grinder. So when I'm using the cut disc for cutting the stone, etc., all the muck gets pulled up through there and into the dust extractor, so it's not going all over me. So that's one. That's one. And that's for the cup disc. And you could use it, of course, for the flapper disc as well. But I didn't stop there, no. We also bought one of them, which again, grinder goes through there. Your cutting disc goes, turn it around, goes in there, and your vacuum goes on there. So when you're grinding out the joints, the old repointing, all the dust is coming through there and going into your vacuum, so you don't get covered in dust again. So that's a couple more new bits that I've invested in. Also, what's that for, I hear you ask? Well, this, you can put it through your belt, put it on your side, obviously. And what I thought was, instead of keep bending down every 2 minutes to pick up a different size trowel, I can have all my trowels sat in there. And it also has a handy little bit to put your phone in. So you don't stand on your phone, which I've now done twice. And it also dropped both phones off the roof of a church, and they survived, surprisingly. But it's it's waterproof and everything, but it's good. So I got that, the old eBay thingy, which I thought would be good. Because I bought, I don't know if you remember, but I bought the old thing for the scaffold spanner to go in. And I thought, oh, that will do for the trowels to go in. But you only get 2 in it, so it wasn't really working out. However, I did use it quite a lot when I was putting the scaffolding up and down, so it wasn't a waste of money, because it will get used. So yeah, so that's the new bits and pieces that I have purchased. So hopefully we shall get some better videos and a lot less dust. Right, let's clear up in this damn lockup. Right, we're in the lockup. See what I mean? It's a bit of a mess. Terrible mess. So, I need to start having a sort out. We've got big things like this. Big lump of angle iron, which every time I try and find something, gets in the way. But it is a useful piece of kit, because what I can do with this, I can use it, cut slit in the brick joints, pop this side of it in there, and then put my acro props under there and jack it up, and then remove all the brickwork below it. It acts like a temporary lintel for changing brickwork. That's why I have it. Used it many times, very successfully. Right, so we'll move that out of the way. And the temporary light, which is a battery one, I'll just put on. The battery's run out. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Okay, so, right, get to the back. They're tapped by an acro prop there. Of course, at some point I will have to go to a tape run. Yes. Oops. Okay. Down there for a moment. I think that's empty. I mean, it's stuff like that. You know, it's like, why do we do it? Why do blokes do this? You know, it's sort of like that. It'll come in. It don't even work. Big water butt. Buckets. Can I do with that? Can I possibly get that? Why is that so heavy? That up there like that. Just for now. Okay. Another one. I'm sure we can find some crap to put in that. There we go. That's a bag of the old silver sand down there, unopened, which is good. Don't say it, I know. For a moment. I'm looking everywhere for them. I think I only wore them once. That's heavy. That's a bag of white cement. Okay. What is that? Swearing's not allowed. Generator. Oh, it's not going to fit after all that. Wants to go in the van. Right, where's that little component I had a minute ago? Okay, so this is the little trowel that I've been looking for, well, best part of the year. It's right at the back, buried under everything. What this is for, is for forming, you know when you get a rounded corner in your house on the plasterwork, known as a bull nose, and this is for forming the bull nose. You don't really get it in modern houses, but certainly in the old Victorian Edwardian houses, and sometimes Georgian, you have that lovely bull nose corner. And I think we're going to need that shortly for a job that's coming up. So, excellent. Glad I found that. So now we put it safe. Bits of stone, loads of bits of stone. I mean, to most, that's skip fodder. But when you've got a little piece you need to cut in, it's coming very handy. You know, you just cut a piece off, shape it, plop, in it goes. Bit of epoxy resin, on the old cup disc over it and the flapper disc, and that's a piece of stone repaired. So that's why we keep those. Let's move this bad boy again. Boy, quite heavy. Hello. Heavy and awkward beast. Shift the acros over there now. You see, we are actually getting there now. Right, that's that there. So that can go there as well. It doesn't come out very often. The old sledgehammer. Now, you know, I'm going to talk about crap that I have in here. Why? You know, yep, still snowing. Oak wedge. I have several of them, and they're great when you're doing the stone, just for putting in a temporary packing. And a very strange looking grinder key. Very, very handy, because it'll go in when you're doing the cut disc. Rags. A massive rubber glove. Now that rubber glove, keep this purely when I block a drain. So if I've had all my dust and muck go down a drain and it's blocked, that goes down there, scoops it out. Absolutely brilliant. It's actually a chemical warfare glove in with a gas mask that I have. Well, I was using it as a respirator, the gas mask, that is, before you could get proper respirators at the right money. However, very good gadget. So that can go with the drain rods. That's rubbish. But another handy little, yeah, they're not exactly handy anymore. Too many of them. Right, what else? Well, we've got the hop up. But ideally, that needs to be where I can access it, because I've been putting off using it because it was buried. So, let's pop it there just for now. Of course, the big tarp. I've just ordered another big Hessian tarpaulin. So we've got two big ones for sheeting up the scaffolding. So when we've got wintry weather like today, it can be quite protected and cosy. I'll sort these dust sheets and things in a minute. Talking dust, Jesus. More pieces of stone. Lead. There'll be a bucket for that somewhere. See these things? Cost a bloody fortune nowadays. You just pick them up for pennies.
That's because all them people agree. Oh, I'm an organiser.
They organise. Right, butterfly bits, we were after them the other day. I knew where they were though, but I couldn't get to them for all of the crap that was on top of them. Right, glad I found that too. Does anybody know what it is? Of course you do. Right, it's a scratching tool for when you're doing your renders. So if you're doing a scratch coat render for outside, if you're doing the scratch coat for internal lime plastering, there we go. And again, we're going to need that because we're going lime plastering. And I'd be well annoyed if I couldn't find it. We'll also be needing devil float, plastic float. And somewhere there, that one, that one is a Marshalltown wooden float. Very, very expensive for a piece of wood. But we're not bothered because it's damn good. And then the baby float. So they've all gone in the bag now. That can go in the bag as well. That's a handy little tool. So if you want to trim something off on your renders and things, you just bang that on it, and of course it's got a little handle that you can hold. So that's good. So that can go in there. Right, so that's those. The reason they're all going in this bag is so I know where everything is, because this has been half the problem, not knowing where everything is. And here we've got some very red sand, and you mix that with double boiled linseed oil, and that's your burnt sand mastic. And also there's a tub over there, and it's a dark brown one. So and we do have some linseed oil somewhere. It's on one of the shelves. Right, kettle, you live over there. Right. Now this is a beast. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I don't know whether I should put it on the videos. This particular gadget here. So you put your cup disc in there. I've not got one in at the minute. I pinched it. Just put it in the other grinder. But this is, it's like like a wood planer, but it's not for wood. I use this for doing the stone. So you can put it down and just keep. And what it does, it takes like a layer of the stone off. And takes the dust. You can have the bag on it, or you can take the bag off and put the hose on from the dust extractor. Again, not a very cheap piece of kit. I paid I think about 150 for it, so I didn't do too bad at all. There we go. Another scaffold tube. Hello. Bucket trail, that one's a clean. Now I have a bucket full of hydrated lime, but it was back there, and now it's not back there. I'm not right sure what I've done with it. More rags there. Rags and high vis. You need to have plenty of rags and high vis. Too many rags and high vis, in all honesty. Right, bin. Live there for now. God, it's cold. Freezing cold. Right. Do we even want to investigate this tub? I suppose I better add. I I did have an empty box and I don't know where I put it. There it is. Oh, there, because they're going in there. Oh, I don't know. I'll get back to you in a minute. It's not crap. That is what I make my little hawks out of. So you just screw a board to that and you've got your hawk for your pointing. So I've got a few of them. Can go down there. I wonder where that had gone. I'll have that out. Oh no, a roll of dog poo bags. Well, they can go home, that'll please her. Hello. Dog wandered in then. That was one of those minutes when I thought, am I going to get savaged? Right, blacking for cast iron. This was a little project I was going to do. It's a lamp that dangles down on this chain. I've got all the components. Kind of like that goes on it. It's like an acorn. It's quite a nice thing. But we will get round to doing it. Just another one of those projects. So that can go under there. That can be the project shelf, in fact. We'll get it rewired and all that kind of stuff. There's sandpaper that can go there with the sander. What's that? Ah, right. Again, we wondered where they'd gone. Tips for the sandblast machine. Bit of the old red tape stuff there, but they call it speed lines, I think we used to call them. Well, that can go in the box of crap. Handy little timber tie there. Another handle, choke block, that. Yeah. Woolly hat. Another handle. Ah, bag of granite. Again, we wondered where that had gone. Little funnel. I can go with the funnels in a minute. A bit more great blacking. Where did I put that? Put it there. Projects. What's that? Tea-cut colour fast, right? Go in there. I can go in there. Rubbish. Bag of granite. Rubbish. And rubbish. Right, bits for sandblaster. Where can I put those where I won't forget? Ah, one of those handy little baskets. Said they'd come in. Right, so we've now got one empty gorilla tub, but we've also got one full box of crap. But that can go to the dump, you see. That can go all the way to the dump and get rid of it. Okay, so we don't need to buy any granite, but then again, we don't need any granite, so go up there for now. So that granite can go there with the bags. Okay, for a minute. That can go in it for a minute. Stone. That's the next one. Lumps of stone. You've actually got down there, which you can't see, 8 bags of rubble, which was supposed to come in overnight because I was going to get a skip to clear the rubbish from the Trollboat Cottage project. I thought, well, kill 2 birds with one big lump of rock. But when I got to the job, they shifted the rubbish, which very, very kind of them, very good of them. Don't get me wrong, but it meant that I wasn't going to get a skip for 10 bags, not at £200 odd a chuck. So they're waiting till I do get a skip. Right. Seen better days, that turning brush. Done a lot of work, that. There. What do we have in here? Well, in here we've got some little, tiny little chisels for carving the old stone. You know, they're ranging in different sizes. And then a whole array of bizarre-looking little trowels. And I use all that when I'm doing the stone. Yeah, great little case of tools. That. I was going to get a piece of mahogany, and I want to make a brass plate with a hole in it, because I want to make an old-fashioned wooden level. I just fancy doing it and seal it in with putty and all that. Just fancy making one. But that brush, I'm going to need that. Where's that bag of plastering equipment? I need that for the old. And the troweling up there. What the hell is that? Well, I'll tell you, I use this for certain shapes on stone for my refacing. Great little feather edge for the old. Nope, I was hoping it was a set of bushes then for one of the grinders. I did have some, but I think I used them. Another strange looking little shaper trowel. I make these out of bits of plastic. Basically just heat it up and push it into the shape of the stone, and then we can reproduce the stone. Paintbrush. That can actually go in the old plastering bag. Been looking high and low for that. It's the old needle gun for the pneumatic machine. Bit of a big hawk there. You know, blooming loads of them. Put up with those. Hand wash. That could go in the van, that. That wants a screw in it. That's a lovely little brush, that. But I need to put a screw in the handle. It came out. But again, I use this when I'm doing the stones. It's very soft and fine, and you can tamp with it, you can brush with it, you do all sorts. Great little brush. So I'll put that there. Yeah, we wanted to extract the hook off that and put it onto a piece of rope. That's why that's been kept. Again, that can go on project shelf down there. What did I make that for? I remember it was a piece of stone like that, and I had to, when I was facing it up, a bit of a goatee. Horsehair. Got a box full of that. And the little looms. Right, so that's another empty box there. Horsehair in my mouth now. Grim. Right, my funnels. A pair of scissors. You can go in the van as well. Times I've needed a pair of scissors. Funnels. What did you do with that little funnel I gave you? Put it somewhere. But where? Up in a minute. Your horsehair. Put bits in into your plasters. It'll only be a bit neater than that. It's coming unwrapped, that one. But yeah, I've got a box full of it. I was always worried when I was in the the big workshop that mice are getting it. I found my Marshalltown trowel. Anybody remembers, I was looking for that last week. Well, we're winning. We're actually getting there now. Starting to see what we're doing. And then, of course, there's another project that we're making at the moment. It's got to be carved and everything. She wants a thistle carving on it. Well, she's Scottish. But this is for our fireplace that we're going to be building in the lounge. Piece of reclamation sandstone. So this will be shaped and carved, and a nice little bull nose on it, which is going to be cut back to give it depth. And then probably on here we'll do a thistle for her, again cut back to give it depth. So yeah, another little project. So we need to put that safe. Do we have any shelf space? Yes, that could go on there, like so. God, blizzard conditions out there. Ooh. Cheers. Right, what's next? What's next, indeed? We'll have the sleeves for inside that box, so we don't want to lose those. They can go there. The old handboard there. Well, I've got some ground up there, but access is not good round there now. That can go up there. Right, well, that's supposed to be wall mounted for the so that can live in that bucket for now as well. More of a don't you? Eh? The old Dalek. Could have done with that the other week as well. Forgot I had it. Drain rods able to live down the other end. So this is what we do on a wet Thursday. Not every time it rains on a Thursday, but this particular wet Thursday. Because I've got to that point where I'm fed up of not being able to find things. Yes, it is. One tub of lime putty. Nice mature lime putty. which is good. The old signage down there again. It got broken in the storm, which I'm annoyed about. 100 quid for a sign and the damn wind broke it. They're dangerous then. Oh, that's dangerous. Nearly hit me on the head and did me damage. Dangerous piece of equipment. There we go. Bags of rubble from previous jobs. We'll have a lot more room in here. I think a tape run. There's a lot of like broken buckets and things that can go. But not bad at all now in here. I can get in, I can find stuff and get stuff. And I found the bullnose float, which is fab. Because I had visions that when I moved out of the workshop, I'd accidentally thrown it away. And like I say, you can't buy them. You can't buy them off shelf. There's a chap who was making them. I don't know whether he's still doing them or not. Anyway, that's it for Thursday, I think. I'm going to go back home now and warm up because it's absolutely freezing in here. So we'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Well, we've reached Friday, and guess what? It's pelting down with rain yet again. Really cold, horrible wind blowing, and that kind of rain that wets you through. Lumpy rain. Anyway, one investment that I've made recently, which I kind of forgot to mention to you. I've invested in, and bear in mind, I've invested in this for you fans of YouTube. Not for me. No, not at all. So what is it I've invested in? What else could there be? Because I've got the new laptop with the editing programs, new camera. So what else could there be? Let me think now. Oh, a drone. Whoa. Yep, I've invested in a drone, so we can get some of those fantastical aerial shots. Told you it was for you. So we'll be doing things like, for example, church belfries. We'll be able to zip up there and across and round, all sorts of daft things with the old drone. Yeah, so that's not arrived yet, but when it does, we'll learn how to fly the damn thing and get you some good footage. Right, well, that brings us to the end of this week's little tete-a-tete. A little bit boring for you this week, but I thought I'd put some of it out there, you know. Not really a great deal gone on, in all honesty. Cleaned off the job I've been on for the last couple of months and got all the tools away and all the equipment away. Yeah, that's all finished and done with now and paid up and lovely and everybody's happy. But we will be returning there sometime not too distant future to do a load of line plastering for her. So, again, another interesting video coming up there on the old line plastering. Next week, we're going to be starting back on the Trollboat Cottage. Now, if the weather's bad, we'll be inside there, again, doing some line plastering. Although, first of all, it'll be prepping it, knocking all the old plasterwork off, that sort of stuff, which I suppose really is part of the process. So we will video that and give you a run through on the best ways of getting the plaster off and so on. And no comments about there might be asbestos in that, because there won't be. It's 160-year-old. There's not going to be asbestos in it. I don't think we had it back then. Anyway, that's it for this week. So, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And we're going to start doing your notifications and things, so you'll be able to hit that bell. The channel, I'm trying to improve the channel. I'm trying to make it better for you. It's all for you. None of it for me. It's all for you. I do it all for free. Don't get paid. You know, it's all free. You don't have to pay anything. No credit cards or anything like that. It's all for free. And the only way that we can build it is for you to hit the like button and for you to subscribe. And comments. Comments are good. I like the comments. Some of them are a little bit sort of like, I don't understand what they meant. So if you're going to put comments, please explain what it is that you're trying to say. Because sometimes I'll get a comment and I think, no, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right, well, we're going to leave you there now. And I'm going to finish off my cup of coffee and start editing this video. One of the editing packages that came with the video, I'm going to have a play with that and see what we can do. The super duper one that I've ordered that I'll download onto the machine when it comes, obviously that's going to be much, much better. So apologies if this one isn't perfect. We're playing. We're trying to improve. We're learning as we go. I'm like the apprentice filmmaker. Right, we'll see you all next week for another episode of Boggering About with Old Buildings. See you next week.